What is going on, beautiful people? It's Brian Brushwood, and we are actually going to unbox the Scam Pack. Only 15 of these have gone out so far, but nobody knows what the hell is in them and what the hell it's supposed to do with them. So that's what we're going to fix right now. All right, so first off, we got the Theory 11 Rebels deck. This thing looks freaking amazing. This is poetry in card form. Everything from the design by Shepard Fairey to the little touches. If you've never gotten a Theory 11 deck, I love the stuff they do. Like, for example, the fact that you get a double-sided card. You always get a double back with Theory 11. And these will be useful as you learn more advanced magic tricks. When it comes to card tricks, you know, we've got hundreds of them on Scam School. We have the links all posted right here at the bottom, but there's plenty to work with. I'm not a wizard of math, but I'm pretty sure there's like 1.21 gigatricks of card tricks alone. I gotta admit, I'm very proud of that packaging. Authentic stamped, all of them hand-touched by yours truly. Maybe my daughter, maybe my 5-year-old helped with a few of those. Don't judge me. Okay, so first thing you're going to notice when you pull this thing out, hopefully, please let us know whether or not the glass has gotten smashed in transit. That was the biggest thing that we were worried about, and so we put it, you'll find packing peanuts on the outside of this. You'll find bubble wrap on the inside, plus the structure on the cardboard box itself. Just remove the couple of rubber bands, and everything should come right out. There are 3 types of straws out in the outside. We do a ton of tricks that involve straws of various varieties. So we got you 2 different types. These are just standard bar straws. You could use these for like the human blockhead. I do when I go to the bar. Look, what? There. So there's that. And then you just go boop, like that. Look at that. That was all in there. Yep. It's rather advanced. I'd recommend you start off with a Q-tip instead. So you can use those for those. Second one, and these are the golden ones. These are the ones that are most important. When we did, if you ever saw the episode where we did how to win a drinking race using straws, we had to fake the straws that we used because there did not exist, as far as we knew, straws that were tall enough to go all the way in the top of a beer bottle all the way and touch the bottom and yet still be bendy. So I faked mine by taking 2 sets of bendy straws, cutting them, and then taping together. But we found extra long bendy straws that'll allow you to put it in the top, and they extend far enough down that they'll go all the way down to the bottom. They'll touch the bottom of the beer bottle, just give that little bendy on top, and boom. These are the straws, because they're paper wrapped and because they're super thin and cheaply made. This is one of those tricks where you actually want the cheaper kind of straws for them to work well. If you grab these, pinch on one end, wait for it. There we go. You're going to pinch on one end and pinch as you pull off the straw. You are going to statically charge the entire straw. You can set it on top of a salt thing, and you can actually do the science friction trick that we taught on Scam School. We got a few of those. Finally, we got the sweet ass pint glass here. You'll notice that everything should be wrapped inside of the tissue paper in here. You should find 3 bottle caps. These 3 bottle caps can be used for the 3 caps, 1 beverage trick. Got a bunch of paper clips. These paper clips were specially selected because they don't have any of the plastic wrapping on there. We ran into a problem in the Make a Paper Clip Float segment where because they were wrapped in plastic, they were easier to float. These are all metal, and they should work better for it. I'll wait for it. You'll notice we gave you just a crap ton of these flat-edge toothpicks. Here's a funny thing. Did you know that when you go to the restaurant or to the grocery store and you try to buy toothpicks, they're almost always rounded. And because they're rounded, you can't hardly do the toothpick pulse trick, because what happens is you'll set it up when they're rounded. You set it up for the toothpick pulse, you lay it down, and then immediately, because this is round and the other one's round, it just rolls straight off. But because these guys have a flat edge, it's easy to balance it on there, and you can make, my pulse. There we go. You can make it bounce and do the toothpick pulse trick. We've gotten, this may be my favorite thing in the entire thing, is the Placebo Bands. As you know, we took on those crazy power band crazy people. And thanks to the Skeptic Brothers down in Australia, they not only volunteered to let me use their design on the Placebo Band so that you could trick your friends. If you want, you could sell this for $100 and make back your scam pack instantly. But they actually were so into the idea of scamstuff.com that they sent me some of their remaining stock. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. We got a bunch of these in, and we should be able to keep reordering them. But this alone is worth half the cost of admission, since you can make your money back. You should get 3 packets of non-dairy creamer. We had to buy 3 different brands from 3 different stores before we found the right ones that were good for the coffee creamer flamethrower. These guys work fantastic with it. When you use them, you're going to tear it from the sealed off side. Make sure to shake everything down, and you just want to make sure to kind of do a little flicking motion as that comes out. You'll get this nice column of sand looking stuff, and all that fat is going to combust, and you'll look like a total badass. We also have a bunch of rubber bands. Now, the colored rubber bands will be different for everyone, but we got a variety because there's a number of different things you could do with color rubber bands. For example, we definitely, the color rubber bands are nice for making stuff jump from one hand to another. Wait, what? How did he do that? Well, you need to watch that episode. There we go. You could do this one. Hey, do me a favor, Brant. Put your hand in frame and just rub those two together right there. Just rub those two. Rub, 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 rub. Let go. What? Now they're linked. How can this be? Brant, put your hand, other hand up there. Other hand. There you go. Ready? Now rub, 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 rub. Let go. Boom! Miracle. How did it happen? I don't know. It's on Scam School. So that's what you want to use the colored rubber bands for. We also got some regular colored rubber bands, because the regular colored rubber bands, you could do stuff. For example, we'll take the paper clip. I'm going to thread it through the paper clip right this. That wasn't English, I just said. Just then. That was not English. We're going to start. We're going to start focusing. We want that paper clip to rise. Go on, paper clip. You can do it. Yes! You have the power. You're like that yodeler on The Price is Right who makes it to the top and then falls down dying. There we go. So this is stuff we taught it on the show is using a ring, but you can use it just with the stuff that we're sending over to you. Also, the nice thing about these particular rubber bands, this is advanced. We didn't actually teach this on Scam School, but the nice thing about it is, wait for it, you could do the crazy man's handcuffs. You could see like they're right behind one another. I'm locked in all the way tight. There's no way for me to get through unless I do this. Ready? Get ready. Wait. What? How is that? I don't know what I did. It's magical. Now we get to the really awesome stuff. First of all, the friction pen. This is the one that you use for the hot seat card trick. That it actually, now the way it's supposed to work is you write, and then the heat of the friction when you erase it gets rid of it. And of course, we transform that into a way for you to transform one message into another. And here we go. 4 books of matches. Now, the books of matches are important. First of all, you'll notice that 3 of them are identical. This is so that you could take these 3 and do the psychic matches tricks. You remember that's the one where somebody steals one of the matches, but you figure out which person it is. Here's the exciting thing. And this is something that I'm really stoked. This was a fortuitous coincidence. You'll notice that you'll get 3 of the same type. Now, they may not be this exact one, but you should get 3 of the same type and 1 of a different type. The 3 of the exact same type will all be identical in that they'll have the black, dark charcoal color for all 3 of them. Let me go ahead and show all 3 of those. Black charcoal, and black charcoal. But, and this is how we just lucked out with the suppliers that we went with, the other ones will be a light charcoal, okay? Now, the one of the 3 matchbooks, we actually went and physically altered, because all we did was we popped off the staple and we reversed a dark charcoal book of matches around. So what I love about this is you take one of the 2 matches from each side, right? And they're able to see that one is a light colored charcoal, the other's a dark colored charcoal, and they're clearly the same on both sides. But then you can actually change them side by side just like that. So you said now the light one's on the left, the dark one's on the right. You can pop them and they change back. And I love it because it's much more subtle with this color change than it would be with a cardboard colored side and a black side. Next up, you know that we do a ton of tricks that involve setting up matches or toothpicks or something like that. So we got you 3 boxes for this. Now, part of the reason we got you 3 was because by making them all exactly identical, you're able to do the 3 matchbook Monty trick that's in Scam School book 1 or 2. I forget which of the books it is. But again, all this will make sense once you take a look at all the links down below. These matches also work out particularly well with my all-time favorite trick that we taught on Scam School, the human chimney. Next up, we got 5 dice. These are all unlabeled, unbranded dice. Now, the reason we really were just going to do 3, and there's a few tricks that we've done. Psychic dice to punk the drunk. We taught you how to make your own non-transitive dice if you want to do that. But we went ahead and put in an extra 2 just because out of all the dice tricks we've done, my favorite has been Petals Around the Rose. And I just think aesthetically, it works so much better if all 5 dice are exactly identical. So this is a ball and chain that we got. What I like about these is we got a nice light chain that comes from some suppliers right here in the United States. Go ahead and link those together, and it's the perfect length. It's 3 feet when it's pulled taut for you to do fast and loose. And fast and loose is one of my favorite. It's a full-on carnival con game that you're going to be able to do, and it feels smooth, man. Once you get the moves down on this, you're going to be able to totally punk the guys who think they know where the right answer is. Finally, we got 2 of these. These are synthetic corks. They're unbranded, and they're identical. Now, the corks, we've done a number of cork tricks, but the 2 that pop directly into my mind are the one where you start with them in the crooks of your thumbs. You need to get this one into this hand. You need to get this one into this hand, all without using more than one move. So you just go, what? And like that. And it creates this awesome illusion like they pass right through each other. The other thing you could do, of course, is you could do the cork drop, which actually I think is one of the more underrated pastimes on the show. So the challenge is you got to take a cork. You got to start at least 1 cork length up and drop it so that it lands on the thin side, so that it lands vertically. And of course, no matter how many times they try it, you just keep doing it over and over and over again. Except you, because you watch Scam School, know that with synthetic corks, all you have to do is go about 1.5 cork lengths up sideways, and it lands exactly right. First try, too, right? Pretty good. Anyway, so that's what's in the scam pack. We, of course, will probably be morphing this over time. I am way, way excited about it. I know that just for me to collect all of these things every time we do Scam School is a huge pain in the butt, and the fact that all of them are right there waiting for you to jump in, plus you can start drinking immediately. Oh, in fact, I forgot the 17th scam. This pint glass is perfect for the circumference versus height scam. Here's the thing. I hope you guys are digging the scam packs as much as I have. At the very least, you got an amazing pint glass that I'm very, very proud of, and I certainly am going to drink all my booze from now on. If you have any questions, hit me up at brian@shwood.com. That's BRIAN at SHWOOD.com. And don't forget that all the links to all of the Scam School episodes I referenced are right down here where the links live in the beautiful land of YouTube. I love you guys. Follow me on Twitter @shwood. Also, scamstuff.com is where you can get your scam pack. We also have a bunch of other kick-ass stuff, which I'll tell you about later.